Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Ningen Gaming. I am your host, Matt. This is here we unite gamers and small developers so that together we can do big things. And I've noticed last that we only have 63 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button and like the video if you enjoy these interviews with other developers. All right, so today we have with us Aaron. Aaron, go ahead and say hello. Aaron.
Hi guys.
Aaron is the developer of Demontions
Dimensions.
Factory, and this is a game on Steam that is right now able. You can actually it's. Is it available now? I forgot already
Yeah,
because it says play now. Okay.
all good. It's available now. Early access, still developing on it, pushing updates like weekly. So
Right. So, because you already sent me like a key for it, so I wasn't sure if I got like a beta key before it was
uh,
released or nothing or anything. But yeah, so
you
you can
should have the.
actually, yeah, so you should be able to play it on Steam. You've got all kinds of crazy things on here. They've got little monsters that run around and will attack you, but they're just hungry. They're just pets if you want to keep them, and you can create all kinds of really cool factories with them and that kind of stuff. So if you like games like Minecraft combined with Satisfactory, this is probably your cup of tea. All right. Aaron, so tell us a little about yourself. What kind of life have you lived up to now?
Well, I grew up in an extremely small town of like 200 people. Actually, I grew up outside of that town, like 2 miles outside of that town. So I was literally in the middle of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, had a decent life, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know.
You don't know? Ah, come on. You've you've got a life you've lived.
You're in the interview.
Tell me about the town. Oh, wait. You're right. I don't know you, not yet. But I know that I know that you're alive, and I know that you're over the age of uh, 18 at least. So
How old am I, Matt? How
I
old
have no
am I?
idea, no idea. But at least over the age of 18. So you've got to have had a life at some point, right? You had to have been alive up to now.
Uh, well, I'm 27, so
27. Cool.
I live in Iowa, okay? Uh, so I tried going to college here. Uh, had a kind of rough experience with it. I mean, uh, basically, I was ahead of my class.
Hmm.
It's kind of disappointing because, like, in my English class, there was an illiterate person. I mean, I don't judge or anything. It's just why am I in the same class with people? And the class only goes as fast as the slowest person.
Hmm.
So uh, that was a little bit of my contention with going to college there. And some other things happened. I ended up dropping out. But I still live in Iowa. I'm not too far from that small town.
Cool. Cool. So you live in Iowa in a small town, and you went to college for a short while. Dropped out for now. Now making cool games.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Trying to.
you're dealing with a messed up sleep schedule, so you're not fully there with us just yet, huh?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're a little tired. Sorry
I'd be
sorry
a
to
little bit more lucid otherwise. I
sorry.
still have a little bit of a speech impediment, but other than that, yeah.
No worries, man. You're all right. We'll we'll power through it. We got you. I got your back. No worries.
I,
Um,
Monster's got my back too.
that's it. There we go. All right. So that's cool. So tell me, who's been the most inspirational figure in your life up to now?
Uh, that's the thing. I don't really idolize people in that sense. So I don't really have like one person I look up to. But if I had to choose now, I think Notch is probably the most inspirational at the moment, just because I've been focusing on uh, having a Minecraft-like game,
Hmm.
and he he's the originator of Minecraft, obviously, and so
Yeah.
indirectly, he's been a huge impact. Like he's one of a handful of people who know who knows what it's like to build a full block voxelized world.
Yeah, definitely. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Notch is a cool guy. He, made that game in his basement and what, in his mom's basement? Where was he?
I'm not sure. I don't know a
But
whole lot about him personally.
that's what I remember hearing when the game originally came out, and dude's up living it up now.
It's pretty much the dream, just having like the biggest game ever, just being indie. It's
Right.
fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Minecraft
mean,
is always going to be one of my favorite games.
it's awesome. Cool. So, what was the first video game you fell in love with? Was that Minecraft, or was there
No,
something beforehand that you truly loved?
that's got to be Skyrim. It's
Skyrim.
one of the
Ah.
first modern, quote unquote, modern games that I played,
Mm.
and I'm glad it was one of the first modern games I played because that's it's amazing.
Hmm.
Like I had a friend who would play Skyrim for like literally years, just nonstop. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, like I don't think Bethesda's came out with a bad game. Honestly, I haven't played 76, but so I don't know how to judge that. But I
Right.
love that stuff. Todd Howard is a god.
Oh gosh, my. Well, don't start bowing down right now on stream, please. um, well, I'd say I don't know. I think the first Bethesda game I played was probably Morrowind. Yeah, it was Morrowind. I never played Daggerfell. I think it's Daggerfell, right? Was the other one, and I think there was one more before that.
I didn't play anything besides
But
before Skyrim. I mean,
yeah,
I
but
played Skyrim,
they,
Fallout 3, Fallout New
yeah,
Vegas, Fallout 4. I think that's it.
yeah.
If they had released their
They
Starfield game or whatever it is, that's been in development for a long time.
Yeah, they make really good games that are based on, well, they're RPGs primarily. I think all of them, right? Most all
Yeah,
of them are RPGs. They're they all they all have pretty in depth systems, and they do an excellent job at it. They
it's
actually seem to
pretty much
genu
incomparable to any other game, really.
mhm. they but
Like
they
genre
do it
defining.
they do it with like a lot of passion. They have a whole world developed for it, and they put a lot of work into it.
Yeah,
Like it took them a lot of time to develop these worlds, and they just keep on making games that they're passionate about playing, and they share them with the world. Or
like
at least that's what they did say. I don't know how like you said, like the Fallout 76. I don't know about that one. I haven't played that. I've like barely touched Elder Scrolls Online, so I don't know
yeah.
if they've kept up the good pace. But
I can't even be
good on
mad
them.
if they're taking a while. I mean, they make good games.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely, man. So, do you in fact take the time and trying to make the game as best you can? It seems that way.
Of course. I
Absolutely.
mean, like every day, every moment I have available, I'm dedicating it to that. I mean, it's not necessarily going to be the best because I'm a solo developer, so I don't always know if something's going to work out correctly or if it's going to be intuitive. So there's a little bit to work out with that. I'm hoping to form a community around it so I get player feedback so I can actually work with people. But yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and that's the thing, right? They just keep on working hard, keep at it. You're doing a pretty good job. From what I've seen so far, it looks pretty darn good. It's pretty exciting stuff.
I don't
Uh,
want to be better than Minecraft, so to speak, but I want it to be the best that it can be.
that's right. That's all we can do is make things better as we go. What about game development? There we go. What about game development initially drew you in? Like what made you so interested?
Oh God. Uh, Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. Honestly, remember that?
Really?
Do you know what that is? It's an old
I
PC game.
I think I've seen people play it once or twice. Yeah.
It's like a skin of Command and Conquer or something like that. I don't know. It's like a RTS.
Hmm.
But so they had this level editor that came alongside it, and I'm like, hey, what's this other executable here?
Yeah.
I'm like, you can make games? Oh God. And then I started to get involved with Game Maker.
Hmm.
Did a little bit with that. I mean, there's only so much you can do with Game Maker, at least at that point. That was like probably when it first came out, I think.
Hmm.
Um, then I tried to do Dark Basic, which I'm not sure if people really know about Dark Basic, but it is more or
Yeah, I haven't
less
heard
like
that one.
command line stuff, really hard to get into, especially for a kid. I was like 12 or something at that age.
Hmm.
So after a while, just trying to work out with that, um, I had moved out of the house, gone to college, stuff, and then I found out that Unreal was becoming uh, free to use and like royalty free unless you're making a ton of money off the game. And
Right.
so I got involved with that. I'd already studied up on other programming languages and web design and stuff, so I already had a
Hmm.
decent background and everything. So it's pretty
Cool.
much the origin story of it.
Nice. That's pretty awesome. So you started off just I've heard that for other games too. It's mostly like map editors and literally just moving around assets, or one person said that they really enjoyed like messing with the console and figuring out how to do certain things. It's always
Yeah.
something about the game, and as long as developers add it in, you get to mess with it, you get to figure it out, and you're like, this
Something
is pretty
just
cool.
clicks in your brain. It's amazing. Like
Hmm.
there's these games that I think PlayStation has one of them. It's a game where you actually make games, and there's like
Hmm.
a whole marketplace within the game
Yeah.
where you forget what
Dreams.
it's called. Dreams. Yeah, Dreams. Yeah.
Yeah. Dreams. Yeah, I saw that. That's it's a pretty
I,
neat
I haven't
idea.
used it at all, but I mean the whole thing is amazing. Like I'm sure a lot of developers are coming out of that.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Um, yeah, there's always going to be a lot of really good like you could potentially, after you even make your game, like you fully release it, like I bet you could probably find jobs working in, working with other developers and stuff, probably make some games with people, just make some friends. So that's kind of always the key, is always like move upward and make friends who like to make the kinds of games that you like to make. And it seems like that's always the progression. You go to a game jam or something and you meet other people, or and it's pretty cool. I like that. I like that about games. I like how it draws people in. I like how people connect with one another over games. I like even just playing games. You
Yeah.
can like, people will create wikis and start like talking to other people. Oh, I figured out that you can do this with, if you go over here and then you put the stick on that and it makes this happen. And people just, they get excited and they get to share with one another, and it's a learning experience together, and it kind of brings people together, which is really awesome. Much
Yeah,
like how
definitely.
Yeah, much like how board games bring people together. It's pretty cool. um so how did the idea, oh well, I mean, you might have covered this a little bit. No, that's right, you didn't quite cover this since we started streaming. How did the idea of the game come about?
So basically, I was playing Minecraft around the time the update Aquatic came out,
Hmm.
and like I became so disappointed in it, honestly, because uh, I love Mojang, I love Minecraft. Like the only reason it was disappointing is because I love it so much.
Hmm.
Um, in my opinion, the only thing that they added that was useful since that update was sponges. Like
Yeah.
that's the only useful block that they added, in my opinion.
Hmm.
I mean, they refined a few things with redstone and stuff. That's great, but it seems like they try to add a structure here or there. You go there, it's like, oh wow, thanks, I saw that. What do I do
Hmm.
now? And so it doesn't seem like they're focused on further development so much as just adding content that looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look cool, but I'd like to have more gameplay.
Right. That would mean adding things that, in their bare essentials, you can actually do much with, much like the
Yeah,
redstone system that they implemented from the beginning.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is promising though. The seems like they're going to be adding wireless redstone based on audio. It looks pretty
Hmm.
cool. I don't know when they're actually going to do that.
Mm.
So so they might be redeemed yet. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. What are
But
the
basically the frustration with that led to me wanting to do it myself and create my own thing.
yes. There we go.
But I didn't want to copy Minecraft because obviously they're the king of what they do, and I don't want to be another rip off or clone. And it's definitely not going to be a Minecraft killer. Like I'm not going to kneecap myself by not making it great or anything, but I don't want to be better than Minecraft or anything like these other weirdos claim.
Right. Right.
there,
Well,
there
I
are
mean,
there are trash heaps of other Minecraft clones like Flash games and stuff.
right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you go in to make a game, you're doing multiple things, right? Where you're trying to develop something new that you haven't done before, or
And
learn
use what you
something out
love
of
from
it.
other games.
Yeah, and use what you love from other games. I don't even think I said that correctly. I think I just like word vomit. But
You got it.
so love from other games. But I mean, three things happen, right? Like you create something for others to play, and you hope they enjoy it. You potentially either one make profit from it, or you just at least make get some people interested in what you're doing, and three, you learn. You learn a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
You learn especially that it's not simple. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and you just got to push forward and keep on doing what you love. Keep on making what you love. Keep on being consistent with what you do.
And
And
I
it's
love the challenge of it too. Like I'm never
mhm.
bored making
Yeah,
games. I'm never bored playing games either. It goes together pretty well. I love
yeah,
challenges. Like any problem, any bug is a challenge to me, and so it's pretty fun to solve those things, even if they're like basic optimization stuff.
right. So
It can still be
do you,
pretty fun.
so tell me about that. Do you actually enjoy puzzle games? Do you like
Oh
making
yeah,
things? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So actually solving a puzzle, solving something like that, it's you take it as a challenge. That's really
yeah,
good.
definitely.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that, right? That you taking the reward, like feeling that reward for completing a task or making something happen. So that's good. It's always good to have.
I love it.
So good, good. Um,
Even like basic Legend of Zelda puzzles or things like that. It's still it's still lovely to be able to do that,
mhm. Hmm,
even if they're basic level stuff.
right.
or,
And
or Skyrim tier puzzles. It's still fun.
yeah, absolutely. So so you took also some inspiration. You said from Satisfactory. You played that before.
Oh yeah, yeah. I probably have like 60 hours in it,
60
60
hours?
plus. Yeah. Uh,
Nice.
fantastic game. Coffee Stain is doing an amazing job. Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Awesome.
like yeah, I was so inspired by their game too. Like I'd originally made the game to be pure Minecraft like, and it was sort of facing vision slash identity issues. So I
Hmm.
didn't want it to be too similar to Minecraft, and that was sort of the direction it was heading.
Hmm.
And I'd played a lot of Satisfactory because it's definitely an interesting game. I didn't quite expect it to be what it is. Like I think I saw the trailers a while ago, like a year or something. I don't remember when it came out.
Hmm.
And then I wasn't quite sure about it. And then I noticed Notch had streamed on Twitch playing the game, and he liked it. And he didn't have his face or talking or anything. He was just playing the game and just showing it. And I kind of fell in love with the game.
Cool.
I love the resource exploitation and just games that are made for the player. Like that's a huge thing for me.
Yeah, definitely. And efficientizing stuff and all that. That seems like a pretty fun thing to add it up together
Yeah, I
into a
love the
game.
technical stuff too.
Let's see.
My factory is an absolute mess though.
I believe it. Aren't all of our factories a mess? Um, so tell me, what are the most difficult things you've had to overcome in making this game in particular?
All right, can I screen share now? Because I have something prepared a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, if you'd like.
How do I do that?
Oh,
I'm
you
kind of new
you'll
to
have
Zoom.
to. Yeah. So you just
Well, I
on.
have OBS. I can just do this.
Um. Well, you'll. Oh, well, that works too. Yeah, you could do that. Well, I would say it's better if you just share screen because that way we can
All right, give me a second.
that way we'll both be on screen and it'll be big in the center here. So you just click down at the bottom of the screen. It says share screen.
Host disabled.
Oh no, come on. One
Technical
participant
difficulties.
at a
Please wait.
time. Multiple participants can share. Well, okay, sure. Advanced sharing options. Who can share? All participants. It says. You can start sharing when someone else. Oh, I'm not sharing screen, so I'm not going to do that. Participants. More. It's been a while since I've done this. 1 second. Allow. It says that
No
you should
worries.
be able to. Yeah, it all of the options are on.
Okay,
It
now
says
now we
that you
got
should.
it.
Oh, you did. Okay. Zoom just being a baby. All right.
We good?
We are. Looks good.
All right, give me 1 second here. I named these, but it's not
It
helpful.
doesn't
There
let
we
me
go.
move it over there.
Okay, so one of the huge challenges is right now I just implemented the voxels in the game because previously it was just a height map. I think that's still in the trailer. I gotta make a new trailer.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
so it was just a height map, and then you pretty much just edit the pixels in the height map, and it raises and lowers the ground.
Mhm.
And so now it's full Minecraft like voxels.
Mhm.
And so one of the ideas, especially long ago, this project's been in the works probably like 4 years from like ideation to, well, actually, somebody could trace it back to whenever Update Aquatic is.
Oh, okay.
so,
Cool.
so a few years ago, I was thinking I'd have a smooth landscape so it wouldn't be too Minecraft like,
Mhm.
and that has been a huge challenge. Like the whole way, like I scrapped it entirely for a long time, and then I'm like, well, maybe I can fork that project, make a copy of it, and I can make just the height map, and then I can just focus on the machines and resource gathering and stuff. And so I re-enabled the block-based world, and I kind of wanted to attempt that again, try to figure out how to mix the smooth height map with the actual voxels,
Mhm.
and it's an absolute challenge. But I figured out a way to do it, and that's should be in the game right now. Um,
Cool.
it's definitely not optimized. So basically, the way to do it, the way I've done it, is these intersections here. You're gonna have like corners of blocks popping out
Mhm.
if you try to do that. Um, yeah. So if these are popping out, then you're not gonna have a smooth terrain at all. And
Right.
so basically, I'm raising the top vertices of each block to meet the height map.
Hmm.
Um, and that can lead to certain issues. So each of these are one block. They're the same as any of these blocks, but they're like literally just a block here. But this vertex is lowered here. This one's raised all the way up here. So major slopes can be a huge problem
Mhm.
because there's not actually any blocks within this because the bottom verts, it would be like chunked out over here.
Mhm.
So rectifying all of that has been a major point of being challenged slash tearing my hair out. But I figured it out. So basically, yeah, you just raise the top vertices to wherever it is, but you end up with overlapping faces here. Because if this vertice down here from this block is moved up to here, and this one's moved down, then you're going to have overlapping faces right here, and then that causes collision building problems. And so there's a tremendous amount of lag from building the collision something with Unreal. I'm not sure what it is exactly. So I kind of have to figure out how to remove the correct face when it's needed, like I did with the basic Minecraft voxels, since like all of this is optimized out in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been a huge challenge. Like right now, uh, just to cut out the lag entirely, some of the faces are just missing, so there'll be tiny gaps in the world. But I'm trying to fix it soon, hopefully.
Cool. Okay. So it's mostly you're having collision issues, issues with the well, you were having issues with the vertical, vertices, and all of that, and you were right now working to optimize all of that stuff on the surface level
Yeah,
because,
it
like,
looks really cool though. It's just like it's kind of stunning just seeing a smooth surface, and then you're mining into it, and it's just Minecraft blocks. It's great.
mm-hmm, interesting. Um, so if you'd like, we can actually start sharing the game now.
Yeah.
If you'd like to share the game, that'd be cool. You can pull up like any save file that you want, so you can actually show off like all the different stuff that you can do.
Yeah, if I can find a decent save file.
Okay, sure.
I'm thinking that the ones that I had built are buried because the new voxels. We'll see if this one's intact. Wait, am I screen sharing? I'm sorry.
No, you are not. That's all right. We can still see your screen technically.
Boomer moment. I'm
Uh,
27.
yeah, you're a couple of generations apart. Three, I think.
Okay. Oh man, the lag is impressive. Jeez.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, normally it's like 60 or 70 frames, but I've got OBS and Zoom running. But yeah, smooth terrain. I mean, it doesn't blend between the blocks. I'm not quite sure how to conquer that. Probably won't happen.
Right. Oh, I like that.
Uh,
Okay, cool.
It's
So you
pretty
got,
cool. I'll go over to a
yeah,
more steep area. Yeah, and that leads to certain problems because the block is right here.
right.
And if I try to mine this, it's going to mine out that whole block
Mm-hmm.
or most of it. So there's a little bit of quirks that kind of have to be there, but I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you look at what is it, 7 Days to Die? I think they have a very similar look to their system. It's not
Really?
doesn't end up perfect. Yeah. Well, I mean, whenever you destroy blocks, it kind of leaves some residual stuff behind, or at least it did the last time I played, which was forever ago. Um,
Is there stuff like smooth voxels, or is it Minecraft like?
smooth voxels.
Gotcha. Yeah, I played a lot of No Man's Sky recently too, because
Nice.
they have voxel drilling.
Hmm. So, show us some of the cool stuff you can do.
Uh, Not sure why I don't have a. There's one. Oh god, that's that's drilling Omegazite. That's not gonna work.
Hmm.
It's been a little while since I've been to this save, so I'm just trying to figure things out myself. Uh, so so basically the way you transport items is by conveyor, like Satisfactory does it,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no splitters or joiners. Like
Ah, I
you
see.
just literally connect it to the end of a conveyor, and it splits it automatically. And you can
Nice.
put things on conveyor by yourself too and take them off. And it's just a random which way it goes. It's not like
Ah,
one each.
right. I
But
see.
yeah, certain things are buried because this is an old save, and I had previously uh, mined this out, and so now it's buried
Mm-hmm.
since the old edits don't save. Oh, I guess I do have buckets coming through here because this is oil. What did I call it? Oil pump.
Hmm.
Because if you use your scanner here, you can see the oil concentration of certain
Oh, wow.
areas.
Yeah, I see that. So it actually determines. It actually goes a good distance, so you can actually see what's underneath the surface.
Yeah, and then it's also listed here. Apparently I don't have power going to it though.
Hmm.
Where is my power generation and why are there
Center blocks
concrete
everywhere.
blocks here? I
Yeah.
guess I was bored one time. It's funny. Uh, yeah, and some things ended up in the water just because of the voxels too, I guess. I don't have water physics yet. Like right
Gotcha.
now, it just it looks kind of weird.
It's kind of cool though. Kind of a neat. Little... Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah. No
I,
physics yet. I get you. That
yeah.
doesn't actually move down or anything. It stays in place. Cool. Okay. Okay.
What do we got? It's producing power. This could be a bug too. I'm not sure. How much power do we have? We got plenty of free power. I'm not sure what was that. Oh, it's because it's underground, so it's not tracing into the ground. That's why.
Ah.
And
Okay.
that won't happen. You won't be able to do that in the first place. That's just because of the update.
Right.
So basically, these are ore flats. It contains metals or coal.
Mm-hmm.
This is limestone. Um, so basically, the format's the same as Minecraft with making things. You can make it out of different materials,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say I want to make a pickaxe out of mahogany wood. Just dump it into here. These are everything I can make out of mahogany wood.
Cool.
That's just one way of doing it. It doesn't automatically put mahogany wood in there yet, but
There
that
we
should
go.
be the intended behavior eventually.
Right. I I liked that. I remember seeing that when I tried out the game when you gave me a key. You seem to be able to make quite a lot be able to make quite a lot of different things
Oh yeah,
with all different kinds of parts. It
and it
just
all had
and it changes the durability and the hardness
yeah,
and all of
it all
that
has
as well, which
meaning.
is neat. Yeah.
That's one of the main goals. One of the main goals I have this with this game is to give literally everything meaning.
Yeah.
Like if I add something that's just a decorative block somewhere down the line, it'll still have meaning because it has those properties.
Right. Hmm.
And there'll probably be a lot more properties in the future rather than just hardness and durability. But those are the two for now.
Mm-hmm. So typically, what would you start off doing if you wanted to start to get up a generator and then place down something to be automated? Tell me about
Well,
that.
it's a fairly lengthy process. So first you gotta make a pickaxe, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So if you grab a tuber, that can be turned into a tool handle. If you grab a rock, that can be turned into the pickaxe head. Then once you got that, you can get some limestone, turn that into concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you can mine these ore flats by hand, or you can go underground to dig for ore down there. You kind of need a hammer to bust open the ore, but
Hmm.
once you got that, then you get a smelter, smelt the ore to get the metals, and then a lot of the machines can be made from certain type of metal and concrete. So if you want, that's a boosted power box. If you wanted to make a power box, you can have wire and any metal. So literally any
Right.
metal and any metal bars you put in here will work. And you can click on this to make wire, and that can be made out of any of these,
Right.
any copper, gold, silver, or aluminum.
Right. Absolutely.
So
I'm
once you
seeing that
found one of
now.
these malleable metals, you can make wire, and then you can make a power box.
Hmm.
So it's a bit of a process setting everything up, but that's also part of the fun of the game, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. Right.
I'm trying.
No, that's interesting. So, are you actually interested in setting up like heat tolerances for certain things as well, or are you gonna like try and like keep it simple?
I want to be as complex but as user friendly as possible. So,
Oh,
what do you mean by heat
that's an
tolerance?
oxymoron. That's an
I know,
oxymoron.
I
Well,
know,
I
it's
mean like
impossible, but it's a
yeah.
nice goal to have.
Well, I mean that's the thing because like it depends on what kind of people you're catering to. What kind of game do you want to make? If you wanted to make it complicated and you want to cater it to other gamers that already enjoy these kinds of puzzles, then typically like you make it more complex. You add things that when I meant heat tolerances, I meant like because you were already adding properties to things like well, what if a machine broke it down after a certain temperature, or if you're trying to send water through a pipe, or and it's supposed to go through and like generate something, or it's used in a certain capacity, let's say, or if you have to move molten lava, let's say, through something, you can't just make it out of a basic copper, any pipes to move it around, things like that. Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, that's one of the big things, that line of thought. Like the miners, its mining speed is dictated by the material you make it out of.
right.
Like you can make it out of any metal, but the head that's spinning here, that's going to determine how fast and how reliable your mining is.
Hmm.
And I hopefully I'll be able to incorporate that kind of thing with all of the machines eventually.
Hmm.
But right now, that's only relevant to the miner and the excavator, which digs like sand and dirt.
Hmm. Cool. So we've
But
got
yeah,
hardness levels. We've got and that's basing the material that you're using off the hardness level for those
yeah,
drills specifically.
hardness determines speed, and durability
Speed as
determines how
well.
many uses, I guess. Durability doesn't have much impl implications for the machines. That's mostly just for the tools.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely want to add a lot more properties like that.
That is interesting. Yeah, you already got steam coming out from places. Look at
Yeah, these
that.
are
Are those factories that are just underground now, underwater?
well, these are supposed to be here. So
Okay,
so
those are supposed to be
so this
there.
is
Okay,
good.
good.
This is a steam generator.
Hmm.
This whole thing's kind of like stylized. It's like a different world, different interpretation of things. So the
Hmm.
steam generator is placed underwater, and it generates power using fuel and God, I'm lagging. Uh, uses fuel, burns fuel underwater, and makes steam,
Hmm.
and that generates a fair amount of power. And these are the current cheap options to make energy. And then this other thing that's steaming over here is evaporating water, because this is all briny water, and so all of the precipitates will come out here.
Ah, okay.
So we got sand, salt, limestone, lithium, and silicon powder, and
Oh, that's
all
kind of cool.
that's generated by just boiling the water.
Oh, cool.
I wonder how many machines I do have now. Something like 20 machines, I think. Some of them don't take power at all, they're just used with machines.
Hmm.
Electrolysis machine is used in water too. It makes hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is used to make plasma,
Hmm.
and this plasma feller can fell trees. See, it looks pretty cool, but it's kind of hard to set up. Uh,
Hmm.
Basically, it's a blade that runs around this body of the machine, and anything it comes into contact with it breaks that block, which
Does that
might be
include?
broke with the voxels right now. I'm not sure.
Okay. Does
But
that
yeah,
include your legs? Will it chop you in
yeah.
half? Nice.
Well, not literally, but yeah, you'll take damage, like a lot of damage.
Gotcha.
So it's hot plasma that cuts straight through trees. So yeah. Shredder's pretty cool. I added that recently. It reclaims materials. Like if your pickaxe or something is about to break and you don't know what to do with it, there'll be a repair thing eventually, some sort of repair mechanic. But
Right.
otherwise, you can just toss it in here and reclaim the materials. I don't remember if that only works for metals. It should work with gemstones too, I think. But it doesn't reclaim all of it. It reclaims like one or two. So it takes 3 to make a pickaxe head.
Hmm.
Solar panels if you want to be green. It doesn't work at nighttime, obviously. Storage racks are handy because they. Do I have one set up somewhere? Because if they receive power, then they can output items. Didn't realize
Kind
how
of cool.
nighttime it was.
Can they input items as well?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Uh, Literally, it doesn't matter where you put it or how you put it. It's just the direction of the flow that matters.
That's how you set it
So
up.
so it's hard to do it wrong. Like you could technically put the same one into the in and out port,
Hmm.
and so basically there's 6 of them on here, but you could have like potentially like hundreds of conveyors coming out of it. Yeah, I try to make it as intuitive as possible and versatile as possible.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I can show the grid map.
Oh, wow. I like the map.
Yeah, this is definitely subject to change though.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
I like the fact that you actually have a map set up where it'll actually show you all the things that all the
yeah,
machinery you have placed. Seems to show the copies as well.
copy.
Copies, sorry. I'm not gonna fix that. I'll,
That's all
I'll
right.
probably end up continuing to call them copies.
No worries.
But the
I'm
copies.
sure plenty of people will butcher the name of the game too, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, basically power the power boxes are what connects everything together. So there's no
Hmm.
actual above ground wires like Satisfactory has. These are all automatically connecting underground. So if
Hmm.
anything's within range of a power box, it'll automatically connect to it. And power boxes connect to each other, so you can have like chains of these going off to wherever you need
Huh.
it.
Are there substations or is it just power boxes?
Just power boxes for now. I'm
Okay.
not sure how much I'll get into actual like circuitry or not circuitry, current and amperage and stuff. I think I'll
Hmm.
keep it pretty simple.
Okay. Cool.
Uh, yeah, so you can also make things out of. You can make your base out of platforms, which are pretty standard. I forget what they're called in Satisfactory.
Are they
I think
called
they're probably
platforms?
called foundations or something.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember.
Gotcha. Foundations.
But
Ah.
if you make your floor out of this and then put a power box on there, then the grid is isolated to this platform that you
Oh,
made.
really? Huh.
So if you had hundreds of these spanning a large area, then uh, if these are made out of silver, I think
Right.
those were.
Right. So it wouldn't be
Um,
impossible, but it would be kind of a mess. It would just take a long time to set it up, I imagine, huh?
yeah,
The hydrogen generators or oh my gosh.
hydrogen generators.
Yeah, or the
Tongue
ones in the
twister.
water. The water generating things. The
Uh,
doodads. I I'm from America.
Merker.
The
America,
things that
goddammit,
make
don't have to pronounce nothing.
the thing that makes energy from water.
So this is
So,
the electrolysis machine. It
electrolysis machine, cool.
Yeah, it uses electricity to split water atoms into hydrogen and oxygen.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh,
I need
yeah, there we go.
canisters. I think
Those
they're
generators down there on the bottom. You said that those produce power as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Those that are underwater. So how would that work with things that are on platforms? Would they just never connect to the platform?
Uh, that's a fair point. Um, I think you could still do it. You'd have to like have a power box that's half on land, half on a platform to kind of
Hmm.
bridge it. Because basically, the idea behind that is the power box is routing cables underground, lore
Mm-hmm.
wise, and so generally they won't be directly connected. But if you do that, then the cables will be able to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, it's possible.
Hmm.
I haven't tested that recently.
Interesting.
We'll see how long this takes. I think this one takes a long time. It's got power. I'm trying to make these guys less annoying so they're not like jumping in your face and stuff. So I think it's better now. Oh God, I have water in my. That shouldn't happen.
Hmm.
That's funny. Illegal blocks in my inventory. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It happens. This is what happens when we're making a new game.
Well, if anyone's curious, the copies eat soft things, so half the stuff in here they can't eat. He could eat the banana. Oh, hey, that's going in his inventory. Great. So he's collecting the
Uh,
hydrogen and oxygen just because he's on top of it.
yeah, that's hysterical. I love that. So it flows out of there, and if he's on top of a an actual like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I can't even
Conveyor.
conveyor belt. There we go. If he's on top of a conveyor belt, he'll pick up the things that are sent to him.
Yeah.
Will he pick up things that are on the floor if he jumps over them?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so
that's one of the things I want the
that's
player to figure out if they're like panicking or something because a lot of them are chasing them. It's funny.
right, right. So
Concrete's can you eat concrete? I think it's too rough. Is waxwood? I should check the softness of these. I don't think I have any sand. Give me sand.
hmm,
So he'll only grab things if they're soft enough to eat because that's the only thing he's interested in. And since you're
right,
feeding him, he'll follow you around.
right.
And they're kind of bad at aiming their jumps,
Right.
especially when it's laggy.
I love it.
And
It's
they
great.
have poor eyesight, so it's kind of kind of accurate, but
They
I
do.
want to improve on it.
Cuz when I initially played, I one of them followed me for quite a while and I was quite a distance from them. I guess it
Yeah.
depends on
Uh,
daytime and all that too, huh? Maybe. Oh my goodness.
no. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The lag determines their speed somehow. I need to fix that.
that's interesting.
I'm not sure what's going on there. He's fucking booking it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy fast.
yeah, I'm getting 10 FPS. Maybe if I quick save and reload, I'm not sure. I got 30 FPS.
Wow, 30 for a second there, huh?
It didn't last.
No, not for long. I imagine
Anyways,
there's a lot of stuff going on in the game, so
well, normally this would be like 60 FPS. I just have a lot of things running on my computer.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're sharing the game and you're also using OBS,
But
running
there's
Zoom.
yeah, yeah. There's a button here.
Yeah, I
You
saw
press
that.
this and he comes to you. All of them that you've tamed come to you.
Oh, okay. So even
That's something I added recently.
that's kind of cool. That's a silver copy.
Yeah, I painted them.
Oh, okay. So you can paint them as well. That's pretty neat.
You can paint them, you can turn them off like you can do with machines. It's funny. Which
Hmm.
one did I turn off? Yeah, I turned off that one. Yeah, I think I have the paintbrush right here.
Oh, painted
And
the wrong thing.
you can paint pretty much anything. Sometimes it doesn't appear, but it's still painted.
Hmm.
You can paint machines too. It's pretty cool. If
And
I can
there's
get close
a
enough to it.
yeah.
What the hell?
It's just asking you to open it.
There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure why that was happening.
There we go.
But yeah, you can paint pretty much everything.
That's pretty neat. I mean, you got quite a lot of stuff going on in the game here.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Well,
yeah. Even the foundation.
it's one of the things I love about Minecraft. There's just so much stuff to do, so much to explore and learn for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Anything else in particular that you wanted to share?
I don't know. I
Oh
think
yeah,
we
what's
covered most of the interesting things.
right? So what do you think you want to be the like end goal for the game? Like what's the thing that everybody's going to be like trying to shoot for?
Uh,
Objectives.
well, that's also the thing. Like Minecraft and Satisfactory, they don't have end goals. I mean, there's the Ender Dragon, and
Mm-hmm.
there's like building the space elevator type stuff with Satisfactory, but there's a lot of emergent gameplay in those games.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to make it where the emergent gameplay speaks for itself, and then maybe adding something to it. Like if I'm trying to add a story or something right now, people are going to be looking to that as the game instead of the emergent gameplay.
Right.
And so I want to perfect everything first, and then maybe add some extra to it.
Yeah. Okay. That
It's a
sounds
little
pretty
bit of a
cool.
difficult balance to achieve.
I get you. Not a problem. Well, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing the game with us. It looks pretty neat. I enjoyed seeing all of the possibilities. There's definitely a lot of options there, which is really neat. And having all the factories and stuff definitely makes it a very interesting game to like not only make but also
Yeah, I
to
love
play.
making it.
Hopefully, but to play for sure. I think you're definitely succeeding in making something with the feel of like Minecraft and Satisfactory combined. So that's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, definitely. And
Um,
I respond to people if you play this game and you have a bug or something, just email support@virulent.com. It's on the Steam page. Uh, I respond pretty quickly. I literally I've fixed bugs within like 15 minutes and then uploaded it within the hour. So I'm pretty
cool,
good at that.
nice, right on, man. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Anybody you wanted to shout out to?
I don't believe so.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. You can check out the game. The link is in the description. It's available to purchase now on Steam. It's in early
20
access.
bucks.
$20. Pow pow.
Oh,
Subscribe, like the video, do all those things because we need to grow, we need to get big, and we need to make this guy some money. Thanks, everybody, and you have a wonderful day.
appreciate you having me on.
Not a problem.